Welcome back. I'm Bob Kirkpatrick with today's local sports. Dalton Ballantyne rushed for 238 yards on 28 carries and 1 touchdown, and Evan Brooks completed 18 of 26 passes for 170 yards and 2 TDs as the Ephrata Tigers put a fork in the East Valley Red Devils 30-6 Friday. The Tigers took a 7-0 lead 5 minutes into the contest when Evans hooked up with Johnny Green for a 30-yard touchdown. A 20-yard strike from Evans to Nick Lobe with 3 minutes left in the second quarter, and a 24-yard field goal by Dalton Johnston pushed the score to 17-0 Ephrata at intermission. Both teams were held off the scoreboard in the third quarter of action. Lobe found the end zone for a second time midway through the fourth quarter on a 6-yard TD run to increase the Tigers' lead to 24-0. A 52-yard scamper by Ballantyne made it 30-0 Ephrata. The Red Devils scored with 2 minutes and 31 seconds left in the game to avoid the shutout. Next up for Ephrata is a home game with the Wapato Wolves Friday at Kiwanis Field. Kickoff is scheduled for 7 p.m. The hometown Knights scored 4 first-half touchdowns to cruise to a lopsided 35-7 win over the visiting Cougars from Warden Friday night. It didn't take long for Royal to put points on the board as the Knights scored on their first possession of the game. Royal added 3 more scores in the first half of play to race out to a 28-0 lead at intermission. The gap could have been wider if not for the 2 interceptions by Osvaldo Alba inside the Knights' 10-yard line. The loss drops Warden to 0-1 in the 1A SCAC East Division and 0-3 overall. Royal is 1-0 in league play and 3-0 overall. Both teams are back on the gridiron Friday when the Cougars host the Riverview Panthers at 7 p.m. and the Knights head to Zilla for a game with the Leopards. The Soap Lake Eagles improved to 3-0 with a convincing 44-16 non-league road win over the Columbia Insulin Lions. Columbia Insulin got on the board first on a 47-yard run by Quentin Holford. The 2-point conversion was good to go up top 8-0. But the Eagles responded with 28 unanswered points to take a 28-8 lead at the half. Soap Lake's David Ortachuk scored on runs of 10 and 6 yards and added another on a 40-yard reception from Joe Cutchell, and Ben Winters hit pay dirt for a 35-yard run to give the Eagles the big cushion. Neil Wells returned the second-half kick 75 yards to make it 36-8 Eagles. The Lions' Holford busted loose for a 64-yard TD run. 2-point conversion was good to make the game respectable 36-16. But a 34-yard strike from Cutchall to Nick Capallo sealed the deal in a lopsided win for Soap Lake. The Eagles dominated play with 357 yards rushing and 430 yards passing for the game. Soap Lake will put its undefeated record on the line Friday when the team travels to Coulee City for a game with the Elmira Coulee Heartline Warriors. The Moses Lake Chiefs were looking to make it 2 wins in a row when they took to the road to match up with the Panthers Friday night. But turnovers and a lack of response to Wenatchee's scoring drives were the team's downfall as the Chiefs were handed a 49-14 loss in the Apple Bowl. The loss to the Panthers dropped Moses Lake to 1-1 in the Big 9 league standings. Moses Lake gets a chance to get back in the win column Friday when the Chiefs host the Davis Pirates at Lions Field at 7 p.m. It's been 8 years since the Warriors have failed to get a win in their first 3 games of a football season, but that's where the 0-3 Elmira Coulee Heartline finds itself after a heartbreaking 34-26 loss on the road to the Pateros Billy Goats. Down 20-12 at the half, the Warriors put 8 points on the board in the third quarter to knot things up. ACH took its only lead of the game, 26-20, midway through the fourth. The Warriors recovered the ensuing onside kick and then found the end zone to give the team an apparent 2-score cushion. But the play was negated on a holding call to wipe the points off the board. ACH got the ball back, but only managed 1 first down and had to punt back to the Billy Goats, who took over on their own 30-yard line with 90 seconds left on the clock. Pateros drove the length of the field and scored to retake the lead with 6 seconds to go. ACH hosts Soap Lake Friday at 7 p.m. And finally, the Quincy Jacks found the going rough on the road in the Caribou Trail League as the team dropped its game to the Cascade Kodiaks 26-7. Quincy is 0-3 on the season and looks to pick up its first win Friday when the Jacks host the Brewster Bears. Well, we have a full slate of live broadcasts this week, starting with volleyball coverage at Moses Lake High School Tuesday, so be sure and tune in. That'll do it for tonight's sports. We'll be right back after this.